Good day guys, so for our video for today's we're going to tackle about Piaget's theory of cognitive development and Vygotsky's socio-cultural development theory. So good day guys, so for our introduction, I'm Lawrence Dupalag and this is our presentation. So let's tackle it. Abstract. This research explores Piaget's theory of cognitive development in relation to socio-cultural influences. While Piaget's work has been foundational in understanding the stages of cognitive development in children, his focus was primarily in individual processes. The study extends his theory by integrating socio-cultural factors, particularly the role of social interaction, cultural context, and language. Drawing from Vygotsky's socio-cultural theory, it examines how environments shape cognitive growth, emphasizing the interaction between cognitive structures and external influences. So, for summarized, this research focused on Piaget's theory cognitive development and relation of socio-cultural influences. So, while Piaget focuses on cognitive or individual cognitive development, Vygotsky's socio-cultural influences also focuses on social interactions and anything around the child. So, we'll tackle out how these two theories have similarities, differences, and others. So, let's move on. Introduction. James Piaget's theory of cognitive development has had a profound impact on our understanding of how children think, learn, and grow. Piaget proposed that children move through development, each characterized by different ways of processing, understanding the world. His theory emphasizes the importance of individual exploration and active role children play in constructing their understanding of the world. However, Piaget's works has often been critiqued for emphasizing the influence of social and cultural factors in cognitive development. In contrast, Lev Vygotsky's socio-cultural theory stresses the significant role of social interaction, language, and culture in shaping a child's cognitive abilities. So, if in Piaget's theory, he focuses on children that they will think and learn, grow individually or without needing for anything. So, they were learning through their own, while in Lev Vygotsky's socio-cultural is they're learning about social interaction, collaborations, and teamwork. They learn through their experiences from socials. So, again, Vygotsky argued that cognitive development is a collaborative process where children internalize knowledge through social interactions and cultural tools such as language that are passed down by more experienced members of society. This research aims to examine Piaget's stages of cognitive development through a social-cultural lens, considering how cultural contexts and social interactions influence the developmental process. By integrating these two perspectives, this study seeks to bridge the gap between Piaget's theory of cognitive development and Vygotsky's focus on social and cultural dimensions. It aims for more holistic understandings of how cognitive development occurs, highlighting the interplay between innate cognitive structures and external socio-cultural environment. So, Just like I've said before, Piaget's theory focuses on cognitive development individually, and Vygotsky's focuses on social and cultural influences. They're more focused on in their background or happens in their everyday lives. Methodology. This methodology used in research, Piaget's theory of cognitive development and socio-cultural development typically combines both qualitative and observational approaches. Given that Piaget and Vygotsky has differing views in cognitive development, Piaget focusing on stages of individual cognitive growth and Vygotsky on the influence of social interaction and cultural research. Methodologies often reflect these two perspectives, combining individual assessment with social context analysis. Lastly, methodologies employed in Piaget's and socio-cultural research work combine observational, interview-based, and task-based approaches to study cognitive development. Piaget's focus on the individual cognitive processes is complemented by Vygotsky's emphasis on social and cultural influences. So, overall, just like I said before, its own individual cognitive development is also different from social and cultural, but they also have the same in common, like they were on analysis and also processes. So let's go. Findings. Research largely supports Piaget's view that children progress through universal stages. However, the age at which they transition between stages may vary based on individual differences and cultural factors, and socio-cultural development by Lev Vygotsky emphasized the role of interactions and culture in cognitive development, proposing that learning is heavily influenced by social context and mediated by language. His concept of the zone of proximal development, or ZPD, and scaffolding became central to understanding how children learn through interaction and more knowledgeable. So it's on mas nakaka-learn yung mga bata if they were interacted through their teachers, parents, peers that does not focuses on their own understanding. So, similarities and differences. Similarities and differences. Piaget's theory of cognitive development and Vygotsky's socio-cultural theory both recognize children as active learners, but they differ in their emphasis. Piaget's focus on individual cognitive development, proposing that children pass through universal, fixed stages of development driven by independent exploration. In contrast, Vygotsky emphasized the social and cultural context, arguing that cognitive development is continuous and heavily influenced by social interactions, with language playing a key role in thought. While Piaget believed development unfolds in stages, Vygotsky is focused on learning within the zone of proximal development, or ZPD. While children learn through guidance from more knowledgeable others, both theories agree that learning is an active process, but Piaget highlighted in individual explorations while Vygotsky stressed on social collaboration. So just like I've said before, they were both in similarities, both processes in active learning by others, but they also focuses on individuals and socials. So, let's tackle last. Research gap, insight, and application. Research on Piaget's and Vygotsky's theories as Piaget's stage theory has been critiqued for underestimating young children's abilities for not accounting for cultural variations in development. Modern research has suggested that cognitive development may be more flexible and influenced by social context than Piaget initially proposed. Vygotsky's social-cultural theory, while emphasizing the importance of social interaction and cultural tools, lacks clear guidelines for practical application in diverse educational settings. Both theories have profound implications for education, suggesting that learning should be both individualized. Piaget's approach and collaborative, or Vygotsky's approach, educators can benefit from integrating both perspectives, fostering independent problem solving alongside social learning and cultural context. So, they have similarities, gaps in science education. Implementing for them is to collaborate while also benefiting from social interactions and also having some problem solving on their own and diverse educational settings, and suggesting that learning should be both individualized while doing a collaborative. Conclusion: Piaget's theories offer complementary insights into children's cognitive development. Piaget's theory emphasizes the individual, highlighting the stages through which children independently develop their cognitive, social interactions abilities. On the other hand, Vygotsky's socio-cultural theory stresses the importance of social interactions and cultural influences in shaping cognition, particularly through looks like language and guided learning. While both approaches have contributed significantly to our understanding of our development, modern research indicates that cognitive growth is more fluid and context-dependent than previously understood, with an increasing recognition of role of culture and social collaboration. So overall, Piaget's and Vygotsky's theories is and complementary insights into how children would work through social interactions and cognitive development. They were highlighting all the stages by observing children, how they work together or how they think individually. So, recommendations. Number 1. Educational practice. Educators should blend Piaget's emphasis on developmental stage by Vygotsky's focus on social learning, tailoring the instruction to the individual child while also providing opportunities for collaborative problem solving and guided interactions. Number 2, cultural sensitivity. Future research and educational practices should recognize cultural differences in cognitive development, integrating socio-cultural influences into teaching methods and curricula. Number 3, holistic development. Focus on both independent explorations and collaborative learning, using a balanced approach that considers both individual and cognitive growth and the social context. Number 4, further research investigate the ways in which Piaget stages might be more flexible in culturally specific, and explore how Vygotsky's ideas can be practically applied in diverse educational environments too. That's all. Thank you.